Yo, what is up, everybody? It is the Ohana Boys back again for our weekly Tuesday night podcast. And we have quite a bit to talk about because we just had an event that was months in the making, tons of the community involved. And yeah, why don't we get started with that because that was the talk of the town around here.
Yeah.
I had a fun time.
We had the Ohana Benitez family charity event. Ended up being 39 players, 30. just under 40 players. Yeah. We still up the pricing, still went into being a 3K tournament, which is pretty sick.
Huge.
Top 8 split. I was part of top 8. DJ was providing commentary.
I provided my mom.
Technically, your mom provided you, but
touche.
Yeah, but yeah, it was an absolutely amazing time. I'll be honest, just coming from the casting side of things and just the hype of the event, I'll be honest, I was personally part of me was disappointed that top 8 split. I completely understand but it was kind of like we got all this energy and then all of a sudden it was all right, they're going to do deck checks, we're going to do raffle, and then it was like, oh, the tournament's over.
There's also
bye everyone.
I think it was also that like Dick Burns was there and some people from South Carolina, the Ink Knights guys were there.
Yep.
And there was multiple people that drove over 3 hours to be there basically. And they were like, it was already like 6 or 7 o'clock and they were like, do we want to play out top 8 or do we just want to split and I'll get a box and a half? And I was going to play Dom. Dom was about to get deck checked. I was about to get a free win.
he dodged. He was like, come on, please, guys, split.
Not again.
Yeah, no, 100% understandable. We had an amazing turnout with a ton of people that came out, and we had tons of people that were unaffiliated with teams, and then we had multiple teams to the point where we ended up getting some good team pictures with Margie, Al's mom, and it was just amazing to see everyone come together, and it was just such a, I say, happy, chill day of everyone playing. It was fierce competition in the matches, but outside of that, it was just like excitement of the raffle and just all of us being together. Dragon Sword has shout out our sponsor who gave us the event space to do this event. Has a really large space, so it wasn't crowded or anything. We had massive tables, a whole line of tables with all the things for the raffles. And it was just amazing.
I mean, it was so. I mean, my family's still talking about it. Like they're just like overwhelmed by all the support that you guys and the community gave us and stuff like that. I mean, it was truly an amazing thing to see. So
we raised over 4,000 doll hairs, 4,060 bucks.
Yep,
was like the final number, which is absolutely mind-boggling.
I know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, obviously you go into any event when you're organizing. Shout out Tanya, honorary Ohana boy, kind of keeps the Ohana boys in line and in check. So thanks to our Team Ohana manager. When you're going into all this prep and for an event and even just hyping it up, you're always kind of are thinking, you want it to be as big as possible and everything you want it to be. We went into it obviously knowing it's going to be amazing no matter what, because we're all here. So regardless of the monetary turnout, it was just icing on the cake that so many people turned out. They're just people keep flooding in. And the fact that people are really hype on the donations to the or raffle tickets, which were donations. And some really cool prizes that people were able to take away. And I think overall, everyone had a really good time.
Yeah, I think everyone did.
Al, I wanted to ask you, you mentioned like with your family. I was just curious, because it was very Lorcana-centric at this event. And obviously, there are people that are not going to be into Lorcana and be like,
Yeah.
what are these nerds doing? I felt that way every time I ran past them back to the streaming booth to when I had to run out for a judge call or whatnot and run back. I just was like, they see this nerdy dude just sprinting back here to talk about Disney cards. What is he doing? He looks
so. Of course, my mom knows what we do
Yeah.
because she's always home with us and all that stuff, and she loves it. I mean, she likes the cards at least, and she likes the community that we're a part of. Now, my siblings, on the other hand, they drove they left at like 9 p.m. and got to North Carolina in Greensboro like at maybe like 2 or I said like 3 or 4. And they slept for a few hours and came to the event. So they were tired, but they came to support everybody and show everything. My brother, no idea what we were doing. He came over at one point when I was playing, and he was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. And he was just like messing around, but he was like, I have no idea what you're doing. And I was like, it's okay. So, but he knew that it was like, they now know that it's like, man, like, this is the community that he's a part of. So it was a really eye-opening thing for them. So they probably appreciate it a lot more than they did before. So,
yeah, just from the outside looking in, I was just thinking the whole time, like, I know, I didn't interact with all of them throughout the day, except your mom, who kept telling me to like hurry up and put my tickets into the bins and make up my mind. But I did right before the buzzer. But yeah, I was just hoping that they had a good time. And I think it seemed like they did have a good time. There were lots of laughs, and that was amazing to see. So
they were just so happy about the whole thing. And I mean, it's one of those moments where at first when we told them about it, they were probably thinking to themselves like, okay, it's going to be something tiny. Like, it's not going to be as big as whatever. And then when they got there and I was telling them about it the week of, or like the days of, they were just like, maybe this is getting really big. And it was. And when it was over and said and done, and I told them like how much was raised, because my brother and my sister-in-law left, and it was just my older sister. And I told them and everything, and they were just blown away that, a lot of people who didn't even know my mom would just show up and be like, Team Ohana is a good team. And so this person must be a good person for that, like, they're doing this for. So it was really good. Like, I know my mom cried secretly because she never shows it, and I know my sister did too.
So, your mom's great. I love her.
So everyone does. She's an awesome person, so trust me, like, she's still talking about it, like, thankful, like when she went to the bank and we were talking about it to the guy, she was sitting there tearing up like, yeah, this is it. And I was just like, oh God. It's okay, Mom.
I was like you when you play it, when you're not playing like Blurple or Red Blue.
Crying, dude. It stinks, dude. Itching to go back to Red Blue.
Oh gosh. It's got some legs.
I think the experience overall, like, a lot of us kind of had like an expectation. We're like, oh man, it'd be cool if we got like 20 people. It'd be cool if we got 30 people. And then we ended up, I think there was like 47 registered or something like that. But like a lot of them were like people that ended up being staff and stuff like that. So it dropped down a little bit, but like it's still a fantastic turnout. DJ.
Yes, I was hoping someone would notice it.
Yeah, I'm borrowing it from a friend. Someone that was lucky enough to win this Darkwing Duck oversized card over my right shoulder. It was won by DJ Big Russ here in the chat, member of the Ohana crew, and streams here on Twitch, so definitely check him out. And yeah, he won big. I just did all the things. Was it second place technically in the top 8 split? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, we seeded second.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so top 8 split, but had second overall record. I'm not gonna lie, I was tired of making dogs lists to put in this top 8 when I submitted them to Inkdex.
How many was it, like 4? I think I saw
There
that.
were
It's like,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
It was Kent Parker, who was first seed after Swiss, Russ in second seed, and then Mr. Burns was in 6th place, and then 7th place was Cheeto. All with Fort Dogs.
Fort Dogs.
Yeah.
That bodied me. I played it twice and I cried.
So I'll start with Al. How was your Infinity Swiss experience at the event?
So Infinity going into it in general, I was afraid. Like it's gonna be a bunch of degenerate stuff. But playing it consistently and all that stuff, especially with the help of Corey and everybody else in the Discord when we were there, it makes it a lot easier, like to go over things. And right now I'm testing Blurple and it feels great. But you know, it, like every other game, it's just like, can I find my answers that I need for this specific matchup? And my first round was Cheeto, and he played dogs, Fort dogs, or however you want to say it. And I could never find ISIS. Never. I found it once, and I was like, I'm here. I got it. I can just tap his stuff down, and we're good. Nah, it didn't happen. And he was just like sick, bro. I played around Rapunzel well. I was like, man, I'm making myself look really like I have a good chance. And then I was like, okay, here it is. I know it's gonna be right here, and then it wasn't. And I was like, sick, bro. I love this game.
If you're a good deck, be a good deck.
Yeah. It was and then in my mirror, just like how in locals against Tanya, in the mirror, I did not find my draw. So in the mirror, whoever draws better just gets it. And I mean, that's what it was. I didn't get it. And yeah, but I ended up going 3-3. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to still work towards it and change it up and see what I can do and get ready for Indy with it. So I was happy though. I mean, it was my mom's event, so I was just happy to see everybody there and play, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Corey? You did pretty well for yourself at the event, making top 8. Congrats, Corey. What were you on, and how'd it go?
I was also on Blurple. Different list.
Better list. Yeah.
Different list. I bummed Fungus's list that he shared. So I named my deck I'm a Fun Guy. Shout out Timo and Fungus. And I think the deck was super smooth. I can't remember all my matchups. I honestly should have kept track of it. But I know I played. I think my only loss on the day was to Jeff Jones, who was Baymax, who also top 8'd. And then I drew the last round with Cheeto, just because we knew we could lock in top 8 if we drew. And that was just the goal for the day, was to make top 8. So didn't really care about playing for seeding or anything like that. Just wanted to have some Ohana representation and make top 8 for like guaranteed. And then I had one grindy game that went to time. That was against the Blurple Mirror. That was a long match, but I was able to win it in turns. I just put enough on board that he couldn't.
I watched that match. Yeah,
he just couldn't like do anything. He didn't have enough answers to like prevent me from getting to 20. So I was like, this is where I win now if you don't have like 2 answers. And then I did have a stream match against the Fort Dog deck. I felt like game 1 they opened really poorly. Game 2, I got double Rapunzeled. I tried to play around it, the best I could, but you have to challenge things at some point in that matchup. So you can only get away with it for so long. And then game 3, I found my warded characters, and that deck, if it can't, like your warded characters, like can like go you and stuff like that, which is like their cheap lore gain. it makes it a lot easier to handle.
Yeah, definitely. I remember Bruce and I casting over that matchup, and yeah, there was definitely a time where it was like, it's played right into Rapunzel, and then it was just like devastating. I think that was game 2.
Yeah.
Kind of going back in time to the Rapunzel traps, and yeah, but overall able to get the win, so that's what matters. Got your deck list up on screen here. So, especially since you both played Blurple, what were some of the differences? Well, I guess first let's analyze, Corey, your list here, and what did you like? What did you feel like you might tweak in the future for Infinity Blurple list?
I don't really think that there was too much I would want to change. I was considering going down to 3 McDuck and playing a 3rd Scuttle just because the 5/5 body is like super impactful. I really wish that there was like a more consistent way to like establish like an early body. Like obviously I'm not playing 1-drops because like you want to go pop Bell. But against certain matchups, like if you don't have like if I find Pop Bell against Amber Still and Swiss, that game's over. Like because my curve was so good, I literally mulled 6, kept just Pop, which I could be wrong for that, but I felt like it's what you want to do because it's just like develop in like your current Blurple list, where you're just trying to get that extra card to find your card that you want. But not having a 1-drop besides that play probably hurts you a little bit in that matchup, just because if I can like take out their singer, they're kind of just free to coast and do whatever. I also wish there was like I also kind of think that like there might be an argument to play the Basil if you can like squeeze it, just so you could have like the support into the Bell to like take out Daisy Ducks instead of like giving them the early Rapunzel, because like if they quest it, you instinctually want to like swing in to put the damage on it, but then they could just like stop, not quest it, and leave it vertical, and then they have that Rapunzel just waiting for 3 turns. So
yep, that's exactly what ended up happening in that match where Bruce and I were like, he's just going to keep that ready now that Corey swung in and hit 3 damage, because we all saw like you were like, okay, then I can take it out next turn, but then they just leave it up.
Yeah.
And then it's guaranteed extra 3 cards.
Yeah, and I didn't have an Elsa, so I couldn't like tap it down to like force the play. And that was the only other thing like I was considering, like the extra Scuttle and then potentially another Bell, just because like the damage move is super good with your characters being warded, like your Merryweather and your Scuttle. Since they can't go it, like you don't have to worry about that, and then you're able to like swing so many times today. I would go Merryweather and then Scuttle, and then my opponent would play a crab, the 4/5 crab. They would quest the crab, and then I would punch it with Scuttle, and then it's like the Scuttle lives, and then I could kill something else with Merryweather, and then like just play Bell, move the damage off on the sun. It was so good. But that's it. It's just between those 2 5-drops. Everything else felt really good. Cusco is really good. Cheshire was like the only card that I guess it was maybe because I didn't like miss ramp, which is pretty lucky, but
steak too juicy.
Sometimes Cheshire just like feels kind of bad in your hand because you're like, I know this is good into this matchup, but I also could just like sail in the Merryweather next turn. So it's like I'm not ever doing that, so I'm just inking it. So that was one of my considerations for the cut, as well as like the 4th McDuck Manor. But McDuck Manor is too good. Like just putting the 9 cost, like the 9 health unit out there, and it's just like, if you don't answer this, I'm just gonna win. So and then it's like kind of game warping to the point where like you're willing to like quest characters that you shouldn't be questing because you're like, they have to answer this manor. And it's like they could challenge my character, sure, but if they leave this manor, I'm fine. Like, so
especially like you're threatening like to drop another one. They're like, I
Yeah.
can't deal with 2 at that point.
Yeah,
So.
and also, I feel like this. I haven't played this matchup or anything or this deck, but in those game states, because Blurple doesn't have access to like board wipes, so
Yeah.
you can just end up in a stalemate where I don't really want to quest and then have them do favorable trades, but McDuck Manor forces them, even if your characters are ready to challenge into it,
Yep.
you make the favorable trade plus the damage moves. So with that bill, so that's definitely just salt on the wound there. One thing I've seen a lot of talk about is whether like how good Demona is going to be in Infinity, and I know that's been one consideration of how good is it. A lot of people have been saying, like in a lot of their lists in Infinity, they have enough cards, and a lot of times it ends up being I don't need to draw cards, and I don't want to give like dogs more cards into their hand. How did Demona feel for you in your matchups?
I ain't gonna lie, for me it felt really good. I played a lot of I mean I did play the dogs, and I played like the Blurple Mirror, and I played Amber Steel, and it was like great in the Amber Steel because they want to wheel anyways, so it's just like a resource there to like exert their stuff. And then into dogs as well, it's just like if they want to, like if they're setting up the Mulan play, just being able to go like, okay, Demona tap, and then take out the Mulan with Merryweather, like
very good.
So good, especially if you can like get like if you have like the on like the Cusco, and then and then like the next turn you Demona because you got rid of their snow fort, so they don't have that protection. I would say the only like time like it didn't feel good is like and obviously in that matchup if they have no cards in hand, but I feel like it takes so long. That deck's not like like Chernadog, like the Chernadog deck where they're playing out their entire hand. They're kind of like one at a time.
Yeah, they're very
like maybe 2.
Overall, very slow.
Yeah,
so
compared to like the Doggolas we're used to, it's still a lot slower than that matchup. So it's not as bad. But if I was playing against like Chernadog or like Hyper Aggro Amber Steel or something like that, then they would just be ink 100%.
Yeah. Awesome. And Al, you guys mentioned that your deck lists were different.
Yeah.
How did yours differ from Corey's here?
So I didn't run Bell at the time. I ran 4 Cheshire Cat. And then instead of Sven and Tigger, I ran 4 Isis. I ran 3 McDuck Banners and then 2 and 4 Scuttles. So I didn't have Book at the time. Didn't think I would need it. I didn't think I needed it. And that was a mistake. So the list now runs. And I had one of Bruno, which I still have. Which Bruno's nuts.
I think that card's great too. So
it's so good. I love him. Now it's about the same thing now, but I run 3 Manors, and I also won 1 Spooky Site.
I've seen people talk about Spooky Site on
Twitter. I did. Like I was on. I realized it last night too. Book is good. I run Book now, right? Like Book is good.
He's learned.
I learned. And a couple nights ago, I was on X, and Habibi was posting something about blue players should probably run Spooky Site. So I was like, probably a one of, and I put it in, and I was like, let's see how this fares. I didn't get to use it because, of course, like yesterday, locals, everybody's playing big bodies. So I was like, that's fine. But the off chance that we go to Indy and I'm going against dog players at Spooky Site, it's going to be golden.
Yeah. And they took out most all of the lists. I have yet to see a list with Mowgli still in it. And Ursula doesn't touch Spooky.
Yeah, so it's going to be free. Hopefully. If not, it's going to be like sick.
Indy's going to be free.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Table 5,000.
Al's winning Indy.
Table 5,000, guys. I'll be back there, dude. And be like, come back up. My
did.
Spooky Site won. What's your record? 1-12.
I did say, I saw the discussion around Spooky Site as well. That's something that Al messaged me about going into locals last night. He was like, I'm gonna try this out, and I was like, and then he didn't play any freaking dogs. I'm just like, what the? There's 3 of them there.
I didn't play dogs, and I was like, maybe I'll go into a Ruby Amethyst because they run like the Scrooges and all that stuff, and I'll
And the Diablos and stuff.
Yeah.
12.
Like sick, bro. Like you guys got that. That's fine. And then I'm just they're gonna like they have nothing in hand, and I'm just like, sick, dude. You have nothing. Because they like build their Scrooge up and they bounce it back in their hand. I'm gonna be like, oh, you're gonna get all that? No, you're not. Put it back there. That's cool though. There goes your draw, dude. But I mean, it is what it is. But I'll probably end up leaving it after more testing it. See what happens.
Yeah, we got some of the dog lists here. I'll say most of them had a pretty much solid core of the same cards for Fort Dogs, and then it just varied a couple cards here and there. I believe Dick Burns was on the 7-cost Tramp. I think 7-cost Tramp is still insane. Yep, I definitely agree. I haven't gotten to that argument on Twitter because people are raging about that right now.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad, dude. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, Russ was. We were talking about whenever we were waiting for the last like 2 matches to decide top 8 finish. Like everybody was kind of like talking about their deck list, and Russ and Mr. Burns were talking about the Dale and Snowfort. And Russ was like, I'm just trying it to see how it is, basically. And because he was like, they were both kind of talking about how like Snowfort and Dale kind of like counteract each other.
Yeah.
So I understand the argument. I feel like if you're on like a Dale centric list, you kind of, I just switch it to 4 Mickey. Because that Mickey Mouse is so good.
It's so good, man. Like that.
I do feel like though, if you're going to be on this Mickey, it's probably also good to like consider some number of Under the Sea, just because it also helps a lot with the like turn a dog deck version. So just an option that I guess as the format shapes out, we see. But that Mickey Mouse, I know that Mickey Mouse was really good in sealed. So seeing it in this where you just like shrink all your things so you can't challenge on board is
and it's just like
bonkers.
Yeah, it's insane because I definitely agree. I think especially after I know we watched, or anyone who watched the Ink finals of Kurt Spice on the Chernodogs version, no Snowfort, versus the very prominent Snowfort version of dogs. And it just didn't feel, neither of them were on Under the Sea, but it just didn't feel close because, everyone cut Under the Sea, and Under the Sea ended up being probably one of the best cards against all of these decks. And then we're going to go back into that cycle, which I know, Corey, we've had some discussion in our team chat kind of about that cycle that we see with every card game, and that has kind of a circular triangle format, anything you want to call it. And just the ability, I feel like, of the non-Fort version with the 7-cost Tramp, the Willow, it's good in core, it's still good in Infinity, and it pumps out. When you saw it juxtaposed against the 2 versions on screen, the Fort version looked so slow in comparison. And it was just like, here's one drop, here's my 2-drop Mulan, and meanwhile the traditional dogs is like, I already have 4 characters on board. And then even without Under the Sea, I don't think he was playing the Mickey Mouse, but throw out a Mickey Mouse and you have so many characters that your opponent will never be able to challenge again unless they have Dale, which Dale is definitely one of, I feel like it's safe to say, one of the, I hate to say cool because I don't know if I necessarily like Dale yet, but one of the most game warping cards I feel like we've gotten, just because it completely turns all the math on its head. You don't attack with your strength, and now everything is pretty much a challenger and difficult to remove.
Which one's the Finnick?
The one drop with kicker 2.
Yep, you can pay 2 to bounce a character with.
Oh yeah.
Is it X strength back to hand? Yeah, 2 strength back to hand. I think it definitely helps with the tempo.
Yeah.
I also just like, for me too, like I guess like I don't know. I think for just like logically in my brain, if like people are playing Chernobog, you know what I mean? It's kind of like Chernobog could sing Under the Sea by himself.
Yeah, and you're playing him for what, for 90% of the time.
So even if you're paying like 4 or 5 for it, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like
3.
whatever.
Yeah.
As long as like you still have your board established. I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about. But Snowfort, annoying. That card's super annoying.
It is.
Dale, I love Dale, but I think Dale is an Amber Steel song. An Amber Steel card. Because like Sonic Warrior swinging for 8.
So rude. So rude.
Pretty nice.
Or Vanessa swinging for 4, which is pretty cool too.
Rapunzel punching something in the face and then just being like, "There's another Rapunzel." It's real good. It's real good. I feel like it could definitely like have a spot in like a list, but I just don't think it's good in dogs because like they're not really wanting to challenge ever, and then like I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of like a weird tempo card. It's not like doing what you really want to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We'll see as the meta shapes up. Let's see, what else do we have? We had the 4 dogs. We did have Jeff Jones, our Soul Amber Steel. And this was not your traditional Amber Steel songs. It only had 8 songs in it with a good strength. It was definitely more of an aggro doc build. Mm-hmm. Did either of you by chance happen to play this list?
I didn't play that one.
This was my only loss.
Oh,
it was my only loss.
Now, did you lose because you couldn't find like one specific answer, or you lost because it was just way too fast and you're just like, okay, you got it, bro. 2-0 me.
I think I mostly lost because like I said earlier, I didn't find Bell.
Yeah.
I kept Pop.
Have your 3 card combo, Bell, Pop, Ramp.
Wow. I don't really care about Ramp as long as I can get Bell. Like, because like, in like your in aggro matchups, like Ramp, if you have Pop Bell, like you're fine for going because you can Cheshire. You know what I mean? So, I had Pop. I mulled 6, didn't find Bell. Played Pop, didn't find Bell. Next turn sailed, played Pop, played a second Pop. Finally found Bell, but it was like 3 characters wide. Yeah. So because I think he went Daisy, Tree, Daisy, and then I was like, cool. And then I stabilized the board with him at like 13. He was on like 2 characters. I quested for 1, and then had 1 in hand, and then drew and was like, I guess I'm just. He was like, I guess I'm good at this game or something, and goes, lady, play Doc. And then play Daisy, play something else, and I was like sick. So it was just like one of those moments. You can't really do. I don't think I could do anything about it.
Can't beat those top deck docs.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
So I asked him. I was like, was it the lady or the doc? Because I'm assuming it was the doc since you like kept the 1 card, and you would have just drawn with it last turn. But he was like, yeah, it was a doc, and I was like, sick.
Yeah, to Al's point earlier, this deck pretty much folds to Spooky Sight.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Sisu. Like,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
God forbid if somebody were to ever get a Sisu off on this deck. Just cooked. But yeah. It was a good deck because, I mean, it's just going to be one of those high rolly aggro decks where if you get to have it, you get to have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Kind of situation.
I mean, he had it because he got top 8 with it. So
Yeah, going one drop in the tree into Lilo or whatever, and then you're just kind of hanging out. Lilo is like really annoying to deal with, obviously because it has that immunity to damage for the first time. So a lot of times you're just like throwing a Tipo into it and then challenging it with something else, and then you're like, cool, I have 1 damage, I can move to something. Oh wait, that doesn't kill anything. So
Yeah, and then you feel bad if you have to Hades it.
yeah,
You're
Yeah.
like, sick, dude.
Pretty
Thanks.
sure. I'm pretty sure it was Jeff Jones that was on stream one time, and I think he was against one of the dogs lists. I believe the dogs list came just shy of making top 8, but he was on RC,
Mhm.
and it was one of the most painful things ever. Actually, I think no, it wasn't against Amber Steel. It was against Purple Steel Burn, but Lilo bundled up was the culprit. It was so painful to watch these RCs having to pay 2 ink just to challenge and take out a Lilo.
Yeah.
It was so much tempo loss because they paid 1 ink each to play the RCs.
Was that round 1 with the guy that brought the toy deck?
I don't remember.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
I think is his name.
Yeah, he was on a toy deck, and it was really fun to watch. And he loves a toy deck because he played Chris on one of the last rounds, and I was there, and of course, sitting next to him, and he was talking how much he loves the toy deck, and I was like, I'm glad you like that, bro.
Yeah, there were a couple of lists in the top 8 that had the RC.
Really?
So not like a full toy package, but like
Rex
there were 2 RCs.
I like Rex.
Rex is my favorite inclusion because I was just talking about this the whole day. I was like, this is just that Bolu that we used to play in Amber Still, like aggro, but better because it trades. Like most of the time, it's trading with whatever's killing it. And then it's inkable as well, so you're not on like 27 million on inkables. So I was like,
it's this list on 4, 8. Oh, it's not bad. 12. Oh, okay.
Yeah, only 12.
That's not bad.
It's really good.
And then I believe there was another.
Yeah, they played the same exact 60.
Yep, I was gonna say I remember 2 of them. I was like, oh, I can just copy their list.
Now we can talk. We can talk about that Blue Steel list though.
First, we gotta get to Dom's.
His 59 cards. I like it.
Yep. So deck registration error. Luckily, we didn't get to do top cut deck checks. We'd have a different story, but he did have a 60 card list.
He did.
One of his 4s looked definitely like a 3 on his list.
Yeah, his handwriting is atrocious.
Yeah,
it's so bad. I've seen it. I'm just like,
I'm gonna need Dom to either get better with handwriting, or B, stop topping, because I'm tired of having to ask him what does this say.
He just needs to start sending it to me and just let me print it for him, please. Like, because I that's what I do, because I know my handwriting is bad. So I was just like, let me. Not like someone's gonna see my top 8 list, but you know.
Hey, they have before. They saw your top 4 list.
They saw your top 4 list.
You're right, guys. yeah, gas me up.
Yeah, so very interesting to see Ruby Amethyst come back into the meta after it's pretty much been kind of fringe since rotation, and it's just kind of back to its bouncing ways. And one card I say fairly surprised to see come back that I'll be honest, I just blocked out of my entire memory was Flynn Rider.
I mean, I was about to say it's probably really good right now because
it's just for Fort deck. Like,
yeah,
they have no hand. Like, so you play Flynn, you get next turn you go Scrooge boost, and it's like
4.
They have nothing.
Like, sick, yeah.
They have nothing over 3 power, so you're just sitting there like, cool. I'll gain.
Those 2 are just sitting there, yeah.
I'll gain lore.
And then when you're running low on cards and your boost, like whatever, you just bounce it and then you play it again. You're just like, sick, boost it again, and you have like a jillion cards.
Yeah,
it's so rude.
Yeah, and important to note, Dale might make their characters big in challenges, but doesn't count at all towards strength. So Flynn is just farming lore every turn.
Flynn's really good versus the fort deck. Dom says Dom's here right now. This is the deck.
Oh, the man, the myth, the cheater is in
That's
the absolutely.
As soon as you said that, it dropped from 11 viewers to 10. The man just dipped.
He ended straight.
He said, "I'm not dealing with this."
Yeah, exactly as Dom said whenever he rejoins the stream. Flynn seems pretty good. I will say, I know just from the pre-rotation, Ambersteel loved to storm the Flynn. So probably not for that matchup necessarily, but I mean, if left unchecked, one, it's eating a song, and then you can eat their singer. So yeah, it was cool to see this list do well. And got the Jebediah, the new card, which evasive and reckless 3/3. We've learned that 2-cost 3/3s are really good. Give it evasive, reckless as a little negative to it. But we're kind of missing.
It's a nice Diablo you have there with a 4 in play.
Yeah, I was like, where's Diablo in all this? He's nowhere to be found so far. He's kind of been kept down. And do we think that Diablo is kind of not S tier anymore, really?
Not as good as we thought it was.
I think there's just like
there's a lot more answers now.
Yeah, it's significantly more answers, and it's just like it's too slow. Like I know it's like sounds like really dumb, but like the setup for that combo was just like so much that like by the time you go like one drop, hopefully find action, shift, pitch, play another card, that your Amber Emerald opponents are like 4 cards wider than you and quested for $1 million. They don't care about you like ripping their hand. So, and then the version that is like, because like there was 2 people there on green still.
Correct. Metz and I think Jonathan.
Yeah. And like they still just fold to like any red deck. You know what I mean? So it's like even if you're on Blurple, like you're gonna rip my hand and be like, sick, bro. Then my book's right there. I'm gonna pop my book. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna draw, and then I'm gonna play some word characters so you can't Bruno me.
Yeah.
And now we're just having a great day.
Yeah.
So I'm like man.
Jebediah is a good answer. Like board decks could play what's it called? Go-Go Tomato. To like trade with it if it comes down to it. You got Brawl, you got Elsa's, whatever else. So it's like it just doesn't. I feel like it'll have a place, but it's just like trying to set it up is just like so much commitment in terms of like resources versus like what every other deck is doing is just like faster
slamming it. Yeah.
So
yeah, and I feel like Diablo's was extremely potent in the very aggressively high discard decks because you had so little resources to deal with the Diablo. And if you're using something to deal with the Diablo, that was probably your last card in hand, and now you have nothing to do but top deck.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in. I'm wary that heavy discard decks.
I run 3. Yeah, Diablo's still good. He runs 3, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
The superior Diablo.
Diablo had some draw still.
Yeah, of heavy discard, I'm curious if it's going to find its way if people stop respecting discard in general.
I don't think so. I mean, you could also go a different way with green steel. Like it doesn't have to be discard, but probably no one's found that list yet.
All right. The real reason that it's also not doing good too is because of its stat line. It's a 2/2. So what other deck is playing a bunch of less than 3 power cards? Dogs. So you're just like inherently by people that being like the best deck, people are building to counter that, which is going to inherently counter any Diablo deck. So I mean, it's just until dogs is like dethroned, like red purple. A lot of people were saying red purple's the best deck, but
Dom.
I think
That's
we've
what Dom's
seen.
saying.
I think we've seen it like from all the other tournaments that have happened this weekend.
Dogs is crazy.
Dogs is really, really good.
Yeah.
It took 4 of our top 8 spots. Kurt Spice won with Turn of Dogs. It won. I know there was another event that got won by 4 dogs. I know there was a blue-green deck that won an Infinity event or something, but that might have been core constructed. But there's a few Infinity tournaments that, and like the bulk of their top cuts was green-yellow. So
it's just I mean, it's I think I think right now, like the one deck that I am like worried, or however you want to say, like someone did mention that discard used to be the boogeyman, right? Like everyone was afraid of it, and now I feel like that is dogs. Like, and it's still going to be dogs. I think even next set, like, or not next set, like core, it's dogs. Infinity, it's dogs. Like, it's rough. Get it?
Yeah.
So,
Pan 7 drop tramp and we're good.
Yeah, please.
I don't even like. Is that really like in Infinity? Is that really like the answer? Like to ban tramp? Because the list that we saw
to have the engine going.
Because what Russ's list didn't have tramp, 7-drop tramp, right? And then the number 1 list did it have 7-drop tramp?
It did.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, but Russ didn't.
Russ did not. No.
Yeah.
But Kent Parker and Dick were both on tramp. Kurt Spice was on tramp.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his opponent was on tramp.
I feel like both versions scare me, but I mean, it's rough.
I mean, it's still a very good deck without it, but it's just not as like explosive in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, if you can just do tramp, dump, Shenabog, shake your opponent's hand. Still not really.
I didn't read the end of that. I just saw green still takes a lot of setup, so it's not.
It's no longer the boogeyman that it once was, minus the muses and stuff like that. So I mean,
muses is a degenerate card, but
yeah, the Flaming Zard that commented that said, which might be the next banned card.
The muses?
Yeah, I don't personally think the Muse is going to be banned. I think it's a frustrating card to deal with, but with its limitations on what it's still, it's what 2 strength it can bounce.
Yeah. Or is the muses just anything?
Yeah, I know that one. Like,
no, muses is not just anything.
Yeah, surely.
Sure, play muses and bounce my what?
Okay, I was like, I know it's been a while since I've seen that card, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 power.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna bounce. Like Dom mentioned, you're gonna bounce my what, and then he's gonna play Lady Tremaine. You're gonna pick your muse, and it's gonna go away.
Yeah. So red purple is still good. Some people have been in the space I know have been putting it up there as the best deck. I've seen, rightfully so, a lot of people saying dogs. And then also red purple. Seen a lot of people, a couple people here and there saying amber steel, and actually saying that amber steel that ends up being the prominent list. It would not be a wheel version because
it's the Beyond the Horizon version.
Yeah, even if it's Beyond the Horizon, anything but wheeling your dog opponent.
Yeah, it feels bad.
You don't want to really wheel like red blue, and so
in my opinion, if Amber still is going to be like really really good, I think it's going to be the Beyond the Horizon version, because if you're just able to go one drop Cindy into 2-drop Ursula or 2-drop Troubadour and sing Beyond, like the Fort deck still has 5 cards in its hand. The red blue has 5 cards in its hand. Blorple has 5 cards in its hand. So you're just like stripping all their resource that they just mulligan for, just like we used to do when we wanted to wheel on 2 with Queen. It's like, cool, you mulligan for curve, throw that trash in the discard.
I'm really glad no one was on that when I against that, because I'd probably like just scoop.
I think
And
I still
I'd
have the
be
list
so
that I
mad.
was playing before, and I'm probably gonna switch my current list to that just to see how it is for like locals and stuff. Because I think there was a list at top that was on one wheel, but it was on 3 Beyond the
Yeah.
Horizon, and I was like,
Sure.
just
Yeah.
commit to the bit. Just commit to the bit. But
I know. It's hard to
Get
think
out
of
of
a
there, dude.
world without Amber Steel world without a whole new world, though. At least for
Yeah.
me.
I mean, it was nice to break out the promos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
And
mean, everyone was afraid of. I know, like Zark was one of those guys that was like, "Wheel's gonna be crazy. What are you gonna do when they wheel you?" And I'm gonna be like, "I'm just gonna play the cards that I have now." So I have 7
Yeah.
of them after that. Now, if you beyond me, I'm gonna be mad.
Akut
3
is just an
cards.
insane card.
Yeah, Akut is busted.
Yeah,
I-
you're talking
I-
like, oh,
I hate that
just
card.
Cindy into Troubadour or Ursula. Why not both?
Yeah.
I hate that card so
Yeah,
much.
I literally last night at locals I played Amber Still, and I was able to go like Angel. I was lost a die roll. I'd go Angel, sing Akut, play Ariel, play one drop Cindy after finding a song. 3 characters. Next turn go play a regular another Ariel, find another song, sing, and just like get. I think at one point I had like 13 characters on board. It was crazy, and I was just hanging out. Like this deck doesn't have prep, so I'm not.
Is that
worried
the
about
one
it.
where you? Is that the one where you quest from 5 to 18?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so degenerate, dude. Because he was like doing all this, and then they were just like, "You got it," and then counted, and he was like, "I don't." 18.
I only have 18. I got
Yeah.
18 more.
It was crazy. I saw it. I was like looking over, and I was like, "This is bad." Yeah, I'm good.
We had a good time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There it is. Click it. Yes, I wanted to see this list.
Yeah. So this was a deck piloted by Jose, who's very well known. I've seen him ever since we've been playing Lorcana. Very good player. Has went to DLCs, and I know one of them. One of the ones where if you go 7-0, you get the massive jackpot prize. I know he went 7-0 in one of those. So very skilled in Lorcana, and he decided to bring Sapphire Steel, which I know, Al, you probably wish you would bring Sapphire Steel. I know you love it. And
I do love it, but it always makes me mad because I never. I would not draw like this guy. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I am going to tell you, when I was casting his stream match, he played against Hillary and played Oswald on 2.
Oh yeah,
and first Oswald trigger, the one of dime in play for free.
oh yeah. And after that match, I know because Hillary afterwards was like, "I can't stand items," and I mean,
It's fair.
fair enough.
It's solitaires until it just wins the game, so it's like not fun to play against. But
she was on Blurple, and she never saw. I think she was running Wasabi.
Yeah,
and she never saw him, and she was just like, I just didn't see it.
Yeah, she saw it in game 2. So Jose won 2-0. She saw it in game 2 and ended up using it on one of his workshops.
Yep.
But it just ended up not being enough. Game 1, I did think that she did pivot in game 2. Game 1, playing against items, it's very much a completely different beast because of that explosiveness, Corey, that you mentioned. And it was funny because exactly what I was like, oh, well, hopefully, she played out her Hades from hand on a Tamatoa Happy as a Clam. And I was like, he's perfectly set up. If he has a diamond play, if he has Tamatoa in hand, she's down to like 1 card in hand. She uses that Hades. And sure enough, she uses the Hades. He plays down the Tamatoa. She had no answer to that ready Tamatoa. And he just won the game on the spot.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I stopped playing items is because Ancient Ways exists, and every time I play this deck, I know for a fact I'm going to go against the person, the degenerate who's playing 4 Ancient Ways on me. So I can't. Yeah.
Who would do that? 4? That's crazy.
4. Yeah. That guy right there.
Mets played 4 Ancient Ways with only 1 or 2 cards, cards of the Ancient Ways because he just kept bringing it back. That's all he had with the Max Groove.
He told me that because he told me that he knew what he was playing against, and he had to, I think it was Chris, starter deck. He had to continuously abuse Ancient Ways to boost himself all the way up that Chris could not come back.
Yeah.
And that's how he won. He Ancient Ways Chris into oblivion. It was nothing he could do. And I've been there, and I'm telling you right now, talk about solitaire. You're just drawing a card and passing. Like that. You're just sitting here like, Oswald trigger, top deck, look, my item, bottom of my deck. Like, what are you doing? Like, sick. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, like the whole, because like Zarek was one of those people at the beginning of the format that was like super high on blue-green items. And then I was playing Song. He brought the locals, and I was just like Ancient Ways them like 3 turns in a row. And he immediately pivoted. Immediately pivoted. And I was like, it's just good. Like, the card's crazy. It's just Pete that you can sing with the 1-drop for like repeatedly. And then if you have boosted aerial in play, you get to draw for it. So it's like just like a nuts card. And then it kind of just like any of these item strategies, you're just kind of like, cool, you're going into 3 ink. I'm going to sing the Cindy. You can't play Workshop. You can't play Coil. You can't ink. Well, you can ink, but
you can't draw.
Yeah,
like you're inking, and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna skip my Oswald trigger.
Yeah, and
this is cool.
I think my favorite thing about this deck is the Might Solve a Mystery inclusion. Yeah. There's a tech that we were playing in blue green for a while to help find Philip combo. This you're using it to find. Obviously, you're finding Toas and Hades and stuff like that. Yep, and an item, and then a lot of people are all like looking at including it in the blue red as well to find your shift Sisus earlier.
I think
as well as items. So
Zark did last night, but he hates it because he had no inkables in hand, and he's like, draws Might Solve a Mystery. He plays Might Solve a Mystery, and me and Dom are just staring at him. And he's like, I needed 1 inkable out. He's like, I found a Sisu and a Workshop. Yeah, and he was just like, I couldn't do anything. And I was like, that's how you lose, bro.
I mean, that's just like that. I was gonna say that's just the risk you take with because like red blue's on like 15 uninkables.
15 uninkables. He said I can't go any lower than that. It's the lowest you can go. It's 15 uninkables, and I mean that was
you
it.
Can go lower. I guarantee it.
I mean, you wouldn't doubt it, but that's the list that he
you just do
on.
what I did when I played red blue and cut the preps and just play Sisus. You just max coils, and Sisu.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you do when they can't do nothing?
You got heads will roll.
Yeah. Play some heads will roll.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna wrong. I mean, I was thinking about
play Leviathan. Heads will roll Leviathan.
I want that so bad, dude. I want Leviathan to be so good.
We've seen it in a couple lists.
I've been sharing I've been talking to Corey about those lists, like those Leviathan lists and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I want to try it so bad.
I sent him the most recent one I found that I actually like and want to try myself. So
moment I win 1 game, I'm taking him to Indy.
I might just backseat game him while he's playing on duels or something. I did that with Nate when he was testing Blurple, and then he pivoted to red purple. It was like he didn't trust me. He didn't trust me.
He asked Dom. He asked Dom. That's his new coach, is Dom, dude.
It's crazy.
He subbed to Dom's Metafy. How to play with 59
cards
and win.
What was the last list that we had for our top 8? Because I think there was one more, right? Or is it
stuck now?
Let's see.
How to win 59 cards, guys. Sub to Dom.
Nope, that was
all.
Cool.
That was all.
I thought there was a red blue item, same Team Legacy. I think he just bubbled out. But he was playing Oswald blue red, and it was pretty cool.
I love Oswald. I think that card's really cool.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Any other closing thoughts on our Infinity deck that we've saw at our event or any of the other events? I know we had Ink couple other tournaments over the weekend.
Dogs is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, Dogs is really good.
It will be interesting when looking at these events. We had a lot of people kind of spread out, and none of these events were, 200 people events.
Correct.
And like, for example, I know Kurt Spice, we just know is a really good player. And as far as, even if it was a suboptimal deck, which we don't know at this point because we haven't seen enough data, he could have just won because he's Kurt Spice.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So it is going to be interesting once we get kind of a higher concentration of like a lot of high level players. Some people are probably not going to even be showing their cards right now because they're doing all internal testing. So we may not even get a full glimpse of it. I
sent Corey like a post on Twitter, and he was talking about a red blue, and that's when I asked him like, "What is this list?" Because I want to see it now. And of course, people are going to keep stuff hidden because that's what they're going to end up testing. And if it's good, they're going to take it to Indy and be that one like dude that knows it. So I can see that because like what the next big event is, like the DLC before ours is like the next big one, right?
Dortmund,
it's like 2 weeks.
Dortmund,
It's 2 weeks before ours.
Yeah,
2 weeks. And so that's where a lot of the data, I feel like we're going to get people going in with what they think is going to win them that Continental's invite for the European. And then everyone's going to be fine. Do I play that?
Yeah.
Is everyone going to be gunning against that deck? And so I need to not play that because I'm going to have a target on my back. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
Or do I go with the dark horse and hope like... I mean, Corey said it. Corey, I'm telling you, Corey said it a couple of podcasts ago, and it's just like it's the roulette, man. Like, who am I going to go against? Like, you can bring anything, and it's like if you're lucky, you got all your favorable matchups, and if you're unlucky, you're probably crying at table 5,000 right next to me. So I mean, I have that shoulder for you to cry on because I've been there before.
Yeah, there's going to be this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. There's going to be a 10K Infinity CCQ.
That's a good one
so anytime you get a Nationals invite opportunity, people are going to be trying to bring their A game because it's just that one invite.
We will bring tissues. I have them in my bag.
Now and I bring tissues for you. So that is going to be in San Diego, California. That is the Enchanted Citrus Clash. And then on the following weekend, May 30th and 31st, there's going to be the ETB Enter the Battlefield 15K Infinity event, and then also accompanied by a Sunday 5K Core Constructed event.
Where's that at?
That is going.
Canada.
As soon as you heard ETB, you can assume Canada. It's going to be in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. And it looks like that is also an official Disney Lorcana CCQ. So
nice.
I'm jealous of that one. So I wish I could go to that one for sure.
The ETB one?
Yeah. All the ETB players are really, really good. And then like the pricing for that they've been, because I've seen them talk about it on like podcasts and Discords and stuff, and the pricing is crazy. So like I really like if I could swing going to Canada on a whim, I would, but I have a passport, I just don't have the money.
I know, right?
Sell the Baron, dude.
Oh yeah, sell my Baron. Go to
Baron, and then we're there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my Baron on Saturday. Mine got delayed again. My box. Yeah. This box I'm pretty much paying more than market right now.
You paid more than market before it was less than market. So
yeah, because it was like $20 for shipping too. From Riot.
Well.
So we got 2 weekends of Infinity CCQs, so high stakes. So we'll see some high level lists, I imagine. I think it's going to be interesting because we're going to have a good subsect of the like pro players, the high level players that are already qualified for North American Continentals, and maybe less than enticed for these like CCQs, but then just keeping cards close to the chest for Indy because they might already be qualified for Continentals, but first place gets a Worlds invite, and I mean, everyone wants to get a Golden Mickey.
Yeah, would be cool.
Yeah, it would be nice.
You can go right next to your. It can go right next to your McDuck, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow someone's Golden Mickey to go against my borrowed Darkwing Duck oversized card because I couldn't win it with a million raffle tickets and that in the Stitch one. Anyway, I'll just be sad about that. Like I was one game away from my Golden Mickey. But yeah, anything else that we want to kind of go over? Anything else coming up in the Lorcana space?
No, not really.
Those infinity CCQs to look out for to see like what's gonna end up shifting the meta.
Set champs next month.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be core, so it's gonna be like, man, we gotta pivot for a bit and then pivot back.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be.
But then it's a Woody, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do as much testing for it as I usually do. And just show up.
And just show up one place and then be like, guys, I got a mat.
Oh, hey, here's my Tinkerbell mat.
Boo.
No, I will say one thing on that topic of set champs is I am kind of sad because I feel like when set champs first were a thing, they were really kind of, I say not DLC obviously, but they were very competitive and very I know people are going to have the opposite opinion where they're like, oh, the jerseys are going around taking all our prizing, but I feel like set champs was supposed to be like this is competitive, like this is your baby's first competitive space, so you're going to be playing against competitive people. It would absolutely, I want to encourage anyone to bring their pet deck, their deck that they think is cool. You might surprise people and take games off them. But at the end of the day, you're going to be expect to play a lot of meta and people that are wanting to win first place. But I feel like that's died down. One, with the choice of set champ cards, twice when they took away the second place mat. So it's even more just top load to just that first place. And then they extended the promo to top 8. So it was very diluted. And now we're getting like a lot of events, for example, like I don't feel like, oh yeah, I'm amazing because I won this match. It was an 8-person set champ. So yeah, you still have to do well to win it, but it's
not how it was before.
Yeah.
Like when the Stitch one came out.
Back in the day.
Happened. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I farmed those. that I will say. That was fun. But yeah.
You have everything else that's like people are just like, okay. Champs are cool.
Yeah, some people have all the skill.
It's pretty bad.
I don't know. I think they're progressively getting better. Well,
I think they're trying to hit the uphill.
Yeah. And the design it seems like the design is getting a lot more emphasis placed on it. Like the play mats, like the Stitch one is just yellow. Like
I wouldn't know. I never
even the mirrored one is just like it's just yellow. Like
okay, guy.
I don't have one over here.
Good. I don't need both of you guys. I don't need both of you guys to show it.
Which one do you want to see?
But like it's just yellow, and then like now we're getting like the Woody one where it's got like the big zoom up aspect on the character, and there's a lot of detail to it, and the champion isn't just a gold champion. It's like thematic. I don't know. I think they're doing a lot better with it, and it seems like sure there's some that are going to be like 8 people, but there's also like randomly some that are like 27 people. So it's like, so I think it'll just keep getting better, especially like I keep saying it, but like with the addition of Pixar, I think just so many more like so many new people have come out to like locals and pre-releases and stuff like that, and it'll just keep getting bigger with set champs because Pixar people like Pixar just as much, or if not more, than Disney. So,
I mean, especially next set, if we get a Monsters Inc. like playmat and a Monsters Inc. set champ,
Ooh,
that's
yeah,
gonna
they
that's
have
gonna
to.
be
They
so
have to.
farmable. Yeah.
no, dude, just give me a nice. All right. Also, take away the exclusivity of the foil playmat and just make the set champ playmat foil too, and give me a foil up mat with the house floating away with the balloons, and all the balloons have a little foil accent on it. Like, Ravensburger, hire me, bro. Like I got these ideas.
As long as they don't do Up and Wally in the same one, you're good. Dude.
No.
You gotta give you a break, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, but I mean, I like set champs. I try my hardest. One day I'll get there, get first place like DJ.
It's everyone's time eventually.
But other than that, I don't think we have anything like big coming up. I think everybody's kind of like, I know we're all super hyped for the charity event, so now we all kind of have like that sigh of relief, like the big stressful event that we had going on, like we don't have to worry about anymore, so we can kind of just like go back to grinding, testing, and stuff like that. So
Yep.
we'll probably just get back to that. Keep prep for Indy.
Yeah, it's coming up, and I know next 2 weekends,
A month.
Weekends
Yeah, it's a month, right? Yeah.
I have weddings the next 2 weekends, so I'll be busy with that. And I think we all are going to be at a wedding in 2 weeks, and so
Yep. We'll
not
be
much
there.
time to practice. And the one
I'm
time
gonna
I tried to go, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna bring a deck to that wedding if you guys are.
Yeah, we'll just play while we're.
Bet.
All right, perfect.
We can wrap it.
All right. We're going to head off for this episode of Ohana Boys. Shout out again to our sponsor stores, Dragon's Horde and House of Cards, and everyone who came out and donated to our event. Heavy play. It was an amazing event. And now we're going to raid Justin Rin, it looks like. And let's see what they're up to. So make sure to give them our love, and they can join the Ohana crew.
Woo. Boop, boop.
Peace. Okay.